Well, nobody likes getting shots, and millions of people living with diabetes need insulin injections throughout the day. But a new device called the Vigo is helping people keep their diabetes in check, and they can avoid the shots, which is great news. Joining me now is Dr. Eric Langer and also Bill Barowie. Did I get that right? I got your name right. All right, Bill Barowie. And Bill, you actually are using Vigo. You are a diabetes patient.
Yes,
right?
I am. Last couple of years now.
I want to talk to you in just a second, but Doctor, I want to start with you and talking about diabetes for people who aren't familiar. There are two types. Really quickly break down the differences.
Sure. We have type 1 diabetes, which are individuals that essentially need insulin all the time. Type 2 diabetics are individuals whose body still makes some insulin. Depending upon how much insulin, it may require the use of just pills or insulin or a combination of both. Within the United States, about close to 10% of our population is diabetic, which is about 29 million people. But 27 million people are type 2 diabetics, which is really the predominant diagnosis that we deal with every day.
Okay.
If we were to factor in prediabetes, that 10% number would go up to 35%.
Yeah. And Bill, you have type 2.
Correct.
Correct. So tell me about, what kind of methods you have used over the years to keep it under control.
Well, I first started off with pills, obviously, and then couldn't control it with pills anymore. I went to a insulin delivery pen, and that was, I used that for a few years. And then
what's that like? I mean, using the shots. I mean, how invasive is that in your life?
In the mornings it's not bad, but during the day, my lifestyle never got into it because for one reason or another, why, it was either you forgot or else it was you forgot the pen at home, and
yeah,
it was just sometimes you was someplace where if you gave yourself a shot, I kind of felt self-conscious sometimes.
Yeah, and that's why there was a real need created for something like this, the Vigo.
Exactly.
So tell me about how this works.
So essentially, when individuals are evolving towards more complex insulin protocols where they may need upwards of 4 injections per day, and as Bill had indicated, the problem with that is the potential for forgetting your insulin doses. This is actually a simple mechanical insulin delivery system that requires no batteries or electronics. It is applied to the side and stays there for 24 hours and provides insulin on demand, including the insulin that you may require prior to meals with a simple click of a button.
That's incredible. It's
concise, it's discreet, so that you can easily manipulate it under your clothes.
Yeah.
And it's disposable.
And you can be active with that. You can shower, everything. How is it working for you?
Works great. I've got it on right now. I wouldn't leave home without it.
There you go. I mean, that's really, really wonderful.
As you say, when I stop for a lunch or something, I'll just give myself a couple of clicks of extra insulin, and I'm fine, and nobody knows it's there.
Now, how new is this? I mean, are people catching on to this, or?
Yes, actually it was FDA cleared in 2010. It's been available to the public since 2012. Since January of this year, over 11 million devices have been made available to the public.
That's great, and as I understand, I mean, we are seeing more type 2 diabetes, so something like this is more needed than ever.
Absolutely. We're actually diagnosing almost 1.5 million new cases per year.
Yeah. And that's not to account for, all of the undiagnosed people I know it's severely underdiagnosed, is that right?
Well, of the 29 million people that are diabetic, 21 million are diagnosed. We approximate about 8 million that are not diagnosed yet.
All right. So what's the best way to get the Vigo? Do you have to go to your doctor and have them prescribe it, or how does it work?
Go to my doctor, he gives me a prescription. Then I end up going to the local Walmart store, if I can say that.
Yeah, that's completely fine. So
yeah.
very, very easy.
They give me a 30-day supply, and it comes in a box like this, 30 little packs, and I fill them up. And
awesome. So just consult your doctor. This is really wonderful. We're great. We're so happy to see advancements, especially when nobody likes shots, as we established. So great news all around. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much for having us.
All right.